Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Just I'm playing Dark Souls 3, The Weapon Players. Last episode we did the Ringed City, just about, and also Dark Age Emitter, because I was talking about what my favorite areas were in Dark Souls, and I was really thinking about it, and I did not want to end it off, I did not want to end off my episode before I said everything that I wanted to say. I also kind of want to talk about my favorite bosses now, though. Which is something I can do while I'm going through the rest of this game. Yeah, like Midair last episode, that was just like, for me that was just blindly, I can almost blindly fight Midair. It's insane. Let's see. Favorite bosses from Dark Souls 3. Well, I think from Dark Souls 3 it's stuff like the Name is King, Pont of Sullivan. Well, Pont of Sullivan not really. The Name is King definitely. Gael, also quite like Gael. Sort of Cinder. Frida, in a certain way. And then Pont of Sullivan, like I said before. I think that's it, actually. For my favorite bosses. I also quite like Midair. Don't care much for the Demon Princes. They're kind of annoying. And yeah, I think that's it for this game. Then you have Dark Souls 2. Favorite boss from Dark Souls 2. That's a difficult answer to an answer to question. Wow, no, that's for me a very difficult question to answer because a lot of the bosses in Dark Souls 2 are a pain in the ass. I would definitely say that it's like yeah, I think the Fume Knight and the Ivory King are pretty damn cool. Also very much like Velstad. And that's it, I think, from Dark Souls 2 bosses. The Pursuer. I also quite like the Pursuer. Right. That's another one that I can actually appreciate. And then from Dark Souls 1. That's a difficult one. Wow, he's just not giving up, is he? Let me go and heal up, because I can. You're dead. What did you expect, dude? You're fighting somebody using a Great Hammer. You're not gonna be able to... You're not gonna be able to outpoise me, brother. Yeah, I think that's it for Dark Souls 2, man. From like the regular game, I do actually quite like Nashandra, even though she's ridiculously easy. But I do quite like her in a certain way. Yeah, that's it for Dark Souls 2. That's like the one thing... The thing is like... Oh, Dark Souls 2 is a very special one because... I feel like... The game is a lot more difficult. Oh, Sir Alon, right. Sir Alon, I also really like Sir Alon. The game is a lot more difficult than your usual... Dark Souls, I think. I don't know, man. Like, I need to play the game again. It's been too long since I played it on my own. I really cannot, like, I really cannot give my thoughts about Dark Souls 2 right now because, or like, at least when it comes to like the gameplay and the bosses and all that jazz, because I've not played it on my own in a long ass time. So that's what I'm gonna be doing when I'm done with the weapon playthroughs. I'm gonna be doing strength, dexterity, miracle, pyromancy, hexes, and sorcery builds for, like, I'm gonna do runs like that through the game. And getting all of the weapons that I want to, and also armor and all jazz. But I'm not gonna be doing like 16 playthroughs of that game, because that game is way too big for that. What else is there? Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it for Dark Souls 2, when it comes to my favorite bosses from that game. Then I have Dark Souls 1. I like Artorias quite a lot. I also like Gwyn in a certain way, but... Oh. I also like Gwyn in a certain... Well, I guess it had to crash at some point. I do quite like Gwyn in a certain way. I also like... the thing is, I also like Manus in a certain way. They're just really difficult. I feel like Gwyn is a boss who moves like a boss in Dark Souls 3 does. With like how fast he attacks and all that jazz. It's insane. I've also only fought him, I think, twice in my life. What else is there? Let's see. What other boss would I like about that game? Calamite is interesting. It's difficult, but it's very interesting. Aside from that, like from the four big people, don't know what their name are. The Bed of Chaos is absolute trash. Thief, I guess Thief the Scales is pretty dang fun in a certain way, even though it's not fun getting to him. Going through the entirety of the Crystal Caves. Gravelord Nido is a hot mess. I think the boss is fine, but the run to the boss is fucking bonkers. That's my one. I will say that's like the one biggest gripe I have with Dark Souls 1, and that is running to the bosses. It is such a ridiculous pain in the ass. Almost every single boss in that game requires you to make one hell of a journey to get to him. Which is stupid, and I don't like it. Aside from that, we also have... Wait, so Gravelord Nido, Witch of Izalith. Actually, no, that's everybody, and then there's also Gwyn at the end. Oh no, wait, right, the Four Kings. We also have the Four Kings. I hate that battle. I don't like the Four Kings. But I will say, like, my views of Dark Souls 1 are very interesting, because when we did our blind playthrough, we did it with the Prepare to Die edition, which was a bad edition. In a lot of different ways. The thing is, like, we did use DS Fix, which, like, fixed a lot of issues. We played in 60 FPS, and, like, I feel like it was fine in general. Like, the way that the game ran and all that jazz. Didn't have too many bugs or whatever. The thing, however, that we did, like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like in that particular run that we did, like, all of our Dark Souls skills were just gone. I could not play Dark Souls in that run. Like, when I think not recently, but some time ago, I rewatched, like, some of the videos from the Dark Souls 1 playthrough, and my good lord, are we bad at that game. I think right now, for me personally, the entire Dark Souls trilogy is gonna be different for me to play after these playthroughs. I've learned a lot more about, like, what Dark Souls is about and how to deal with enemies and how to deal with AI, and of course the knowledge that I have is from Dark Souls 3, but I think that the knowledge that you get from future games can still be used in older games and vice versa. At least I hope so, otherwise I'm gonna have a bad time. Well, yeah, we'll see how Dark Souls 1 goes. Like, I have a very interesting view on Dark Souls 1. I'm definitely gonna want to give it another try. The same as with Dark Souls 2. I want to re-evaluate my opinions on Dark Souls. I love this game now. That's just a definitive fact. That's something that's not gonna change. I really, really like this game. I'm also very interested in like the different weapons and spells from Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 1 that I never got to use. That's what's gonna make those particular playthroughs a lot more interesting, because I actually don't know what to expect. While in these particular playthroughs, I already knew every single spell of the game, and I already know every single weapon of the game. There's like a couple of details that I don't know, but aside from that, I knew everything already. So it's gonna be interesting, people. It's gonna be ridiculously interesting. You know, it's also gonna be interesting? The bow only playthrough. For this game. It might also make it so that I hate this game. I don't think so. The fact that I want to do like a crazy freaking challenge does not make a game bad. That just makes me bad. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. I love the power behind this weapon when you do like a rolling attack. I probably want to get the fuck out of here. Because otherwise the lightning was gonna fuck me over. I kinda wanna go and heal. And you're done. I'm very interested, people, to re-explore the rest of the Dark Souls trilogy after my entire experience with this game. And then I think, like, when I feel like it, I'm also going to return to Dark Souls 3 and do some mod shenanigans. There's like one mod in particular that I really want to go and take a look at, and that is the I think it's called the Conversions mod or something. I think it's Conversions. It's a mod that adds like a million different, like not maybe a million, but it adds a lot of different spells and new spell classes in a certain way or whatever, and I'm very interested in that. So that's going to be one thing I'm definitely going to cover one of these days. Not sure when though. Like, the chance is very high that I'm probably going to be doing, like I was thinking about that in any case. I'm probably going to be doing like a Dark Souls 2 run. Like the first Dark Souls 2 run, see how that's going to go. I can at that point like decide if I want to continue doing the Dark Souls 2 shenanigans or not. That's something that yeah. That's just something I'm going to have to see. I'll have to see how I feel when playing the game and all that jazz. You bastards. I know. Deluded, hollow bastard. I love that so much. Alright. Time to go and deal with Soul of Cinder. Time to deal with Yoel of Cinder. Then shall we begin? Beh. His ultimate attack. Then shall we begin? Beh. Whenever he says the beh, you instantly die. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna be covering stuff like Sekiro. I think I want to probably do like a playthrough or a let's play of Sekiro with Cube. That seems like a good idea. He has also played Sekiro before. So I think I want to do that one of these days also. And then there is Demon Souls, which I will probably also do a playthrough with Cube with. One of these days. But well, yeah, that's for later. I think that's all the plans that I have with the Souls franchise for the time being. Nice attack, bro. The delay on that attack is insane. I wonder if he's gonna be able to parry me if I use this weapon. Because my weapon is technically not parryable. It's probably not gonna happen though. I don't think I'm gonna see his curved sword. He's gonna get stunned. And second phase. He always does like the first two same attacks. He does a jumping attack, like the Gwyn jump, and then he does a big combo. That's always like that. He does that always, every single time. Wanna do a poise battle, buddy? Ow. Ah. Fuck. Oh man, I thought I was gonna get grabbed. Wouldn't have been a disaster, but it would have done a lot of damage. Which I, at that point, would have needed to heal. Sayonara! Normally this would be my final weapon playthrough, but I decided that I hate myself and that I'm going to give myself a challenge. Actually, no. I decided that To end of all these playthroughs, I want to do a fucking challenge. I want to suffer. No, I want to use my skills to defeat this game. Or get defeated myself. Alright. 2 more points. Dexterity? No. I guess vitality. Ashen 1. Alright, people, I need to do reading. I also need to go and take a look to see if I have everything, because I gotta say, I did not pay too much attention to that in the last 2 episodes, because I was constantly talking about the rest of the series. Let's see. So I have the large club. I have the Gargoyle Flame Hammer. I have the Great Club, Ford's Great Hammer. I have the Great Mace. I have Morn's Great Hammer. I have the Great Wooden Hammer. Smoke's Great Hammer. Old King's Hammer. Old King's Great Hammer. Sorry. The pickaxe. I have the Dragon Tooth. I have the Spiked Mace. I have the Quakestone Hammer, and also Lido's Great Hammer. Alright. Time to go and read some stuff. The Large Club. Large wooden club requires considerable strength to wield. Characterized by savage leaping attacks, its weight makes it easier to break the guard of shields. The skill is Warcry, led by a spirited Warcry that temporarily boosts attack and enables a special consecutive strong attack. The Heavy Great Club. Or just a Great Club. Wood club fashioned from the branch of a giant tree requires considerable strength to wield. A hard, durable weapon. Its weight makes it easier to break the guards of shields. And its skill is also Warcry. The Great Mace, a large mace wielded by the Knights of the Cathedral of the Deep. The extremely heavy strike attacks of this weapon are devastating and will break weaker shields with a single blow. Wielding such a weapon will require inhuman strength. The skill is Perseverance, anchor weapon in earth to temporarily boost poise, damage reduced while activated. The Spiked Mace, choice weapon of the Evangelists of the Cathedral of the Deep, mentors of the dwellers of the undead settlements. Its long, sharp spikes cause great pain and bleeding. The skill is Spin Bash. Bash foes with a large spinning motion and utilize momentum to transition into an overhanded, strong attack smash. The Pickaxe. Tool used by a miner for digging up earth, not intended for use in battle. Yet the strong downward swing of this tool one-shot large boulders and easily punctures weaker armor. The skill is Galvanized. Temporarily boosts stamina recovery speed by sheer force of will, which an old miner needed to get through the day. The Great Wooden Hammer. This Great Wooden Hammer is a worker's tool in the undead settlement, intended to grind flesh and bone to prepare for burial rather than use in battle. The skill is Spin Bash, by the way. A Gargoyle Flame Hammer. Stone Torch Hammer wielded by gargoyles of the Profaned Capital. The Profaned Flame, which never goes out, imbues this weapon with a fire attack. The skill is Kindled Flurry. Anchor weapon into earth, or in earth, and use strong attack to launch successive a volley of fire from the tip of the hammer. Morn's Great Hammer. Great Hammer bestowed upon Kareem Knights Great Hammer bestowed upon Kareem Knights with demonstrate outstanding... I think it's supposed to be which, right? Which demonstrates outstanding strength and unwavering faith. I don't know. Decorated by a warden charm of Kareem Temple, and imbued with the twisted rage of Apostle Morn. The skill is Morn's Rage. Stick weapon into earth and emit a powerful shockwave. Also similar to Perseverance, temporarily boosts poise and reduced damage received. Smoke's Great Hammer. Twisted Great Hammer associated with Smo, the last knight who remained at his post, guarding the ruined cathedral. Restores HP while attacking. Oh. A carryover from Smo's past as an executioner. And the skill is also Perseverance. Quakestone Hammer. A stone hammer wielded by Millwood's Knights. Millwood Knights with a head of naturally formed stone. The Knights of Millwood would fight hand in hand with the earth itself, and this weapon, among the oldest in all Millwood, is symbolic of that relationship. The skill is Quake. Burrow hammerhead into the ground with a great slam and use strong attack to upheave earth, creating a shockwave that rumbles like a mighty war cry. Lido's Great Hammer. Great Hammer wielded by the Silver Knight Lido. Lido's hammer is far the heaviest weapon amongst those wielded by the Knights of Anolonda. Lido, an eccentric who traveled across the outskirts, became a close friend to the giants and even Havel the Rock. The skill is Call to Stone. Spin to lure stones to the steel hammer, and use strong attacks to transition into an earth slam that shatters the stones in a shockwave. Vord's a Great Hammer. Great Hammer wielded by Vord, the Outrider Knight of the Boreal Valley. The weapon is imbued with frost and causes frostbite. Frost accumulates in the body, causing frostbite, which saps one's health, lowers absorption and slows stamina recovery, and the skill is Perseverance. Did I read the skill of... I think I did. Great Hammer of the Old King's Hammer, there we go. Great Hammer of the Old Demon King. This weapon has survived since Old Izalith and is imbued with remnants of the Chaos Flame. The skill is Molten Perseverance. Anchor weapon into earth to temporarily boost poise, and use strong attack to repeatedly stab earth to trigger molten explosions. The Dragon Tooth. Created from an everlasting dragon tooth that will never break. Left by Havel himself, along with his boulder-like great shield. Granted wielder resistance to magic and fire. You done what now? Wow. I never knew that. And the skill is also Perseverance. Alright, my thoughts on this weapon type. My god, is it fun to play with. It is difficult, I would say, to... Well, actually, no, it's not difficult to get started. You just need 22 strength, and you can get the large club relatively early in the game. And then you can hold on to this one until you get the great club, which is then better. And, yeah. My god, I was just killing everything. I think you could definitely get through this game, even with just, like, the great club. You don't need much more than a great club, I would say. If you can, you could use stuff like Smoke's Great Hammer and maybe even a pickaxe if you really wanted to. The Dragon Tooth is also fine, I think. So, like, I'm pointing out weapons that you can just grab normally, because all the other ones are rare drops. Like, this one is really good, but it's a rare drop. This one is a rare drop too. This one also, this one also. This is a drop from Morn, so I have to kill... I'm sorry, you have to kill Kareem, not Morn. Or Aegon, there we go. This one you can get in the DLC. So you can also get it relatively easily. You don't need to fight any boss for it, so you can technically get it early in the game if you're willing to run around everything. You can also get this one relatively early for its Great Hammer, which is pretty dang good. Does frostbite damage. This is a boss weapon, which is pretty dang easy to get to. So the weapons are easily accessible. You just need a metric crap load stat for them. And yeah, aside from that, I love squishing people with these freaking weapons. It's amazing. It's so much fun. They do so much damage. And as you see, you don't even need that much stamina. My stamina level is 30. Which is fine. Wait, I think it's supposed to be 25, right? Yep. My endurance is normally just 25. Right now I just have a lot more stamina because of the rings that I'm wearing. With my Prisoner's Chain and my Ring of Favor +3. So yeah. I love it. I love this playthrough. And I'm very, very interested to start the next one. Because, oh my god, I want to do that. So people, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Just Flip. I was playing Dark Souls 3, The Weapon Playthroughs, and next episode we're going to go and, or like next time in any case, it's time to go and finish off all these playthroughs with a bow, crossbow, and great bow only playthrough. Goodbye.